Hello fellow travelers and welcome back to our Big's Adventure. My name is Cynthia and today we're gonna do a gluten-free meal plan and meal prep. Super easy, frugal, gluten-free meals that fit in my budget. Those of you who are just joining me, Mr. Biggs is off work for the next 6 weeks minimum after his surgery. So we are compressing the budget and eating out of our pantry, freezer, and fridge. If you're ready, press the like button and let's get to work. Here is the meal plan for the week of gluten-free frugal meals. Tonight, Mr. Biggs is gonna have ham and beans. I don't really eat that, so I don't know what I'm gonna have. We'll just leave it as a mystery. Monday, I'm gonna have fish and Mr. Biggs is gonna have his pizza casserole, which is a freezer meal. Tuesday, turkey for me with veggies. He's gonna have salsa chicken with yellow rice. This is a prepper pantry meal. Everything is coming out of the prepper pantry. We've got barbecue pork, macaroni and cheese, and some greens. Those are coming out of the freezer. I have the day off on the 15th, so I am going to bake that turkey. You have an eviction notice and you're out of my life. And that's it. I have the day off actually these 2 days, so I'm just gonna play it by ear that day. Quick little fridge tour. I've got still about the same amount of condiments. This chocolate chips is almost gone. Fixing to make pancakes in a minute. Maybe I'll use the rest of them up. Still got plenty of, not as much fruit. Mr. Biggs hasn't been as into fruit lately. And this is his pizza casserole that he's gonna eat this week. The sandwich basket is still pretty full. And look, I got some Rainier cherries for myself. Time for a little freezer tour. My bacon is almost empty. I'm gonna fix that today. This is for bone broth. This is all vegetable scraps. Cheese, more cheese. These are meatballs. I gotta put those on the agenda to eat up next week. Egg roll in a bowl. More cheese. Bread. Look at this though. We ate some of these little meals last week. There's actually space in here, which is super nice. This looks about the same. And then this also looks about the same. Got stuffs. Got some bananas down there. Some bread heels. That needs to go in the dehydrator. Some sausage. Still 2 of these little Hot Pocket things. But overall, a significant reduction. Here's everything pulled out and organized. I've got collard greens from the freezer, some sweet potatoes, some macaroni and cheese, and this pulled pork that I canned in May of 2019. I'm gonna cook this bacon. We're almost out of bacon. I have these bananas left over from last week and these blueberries, so these are gonna become blueberry banana pancakes. This is kind of my food. I'm gonna have salmon, these 2 potatoes, which they're starting to grow eyes, so they gotta go. These broccoli florets and this yellow squash from our garden. Mr. Biggs is gonna have salsa chicken. We brought this salsa to our recovery meeting party and it didn't get ate up, so I'm gonna use that up with this yellow rice and chicken. And then here's his freezer meal of pizza casserole. This is one of his faves. Everything's all lined up and organized. It's time to cook. Here is the ham and beans getting ready to go in the crock pot. This is a ham bone with a bunch of ham scraps. This bone broth I made out of the chicken thighs from my Use It Up 2021 freezer challenge. And then I've got some northern beans there. So these will all go in the crock pot to simmer and make a delicious ham and beans for Mr. Biggs. I always put in an onion and about 3 cloves of garlic. I've been meal prepping this way for a really long time, so I know exactly what pans fit into my oven at the same time. I'm just getting my proteins and potatoes in the oven first so that they have time to cook. I've got my fish there and Mr. Biggs chicken and salsa. I have my oven set on 350 degrees and everything goes in at the same time to bake. This is a really great method to keep your kitchen cool in the summer by baking everything all at the same time. It's time for breakfast. I made pancakes and sausages with the blueberries and the bananas. I'll link my video. Wow, Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs just walked into the frame and it was definitely a PG moment. Anyway, I'm fixing to get his breakfast. I'm gonna link my video in the eye in the sky for my gluten-free, dairy-free banana pancakes. Moving right along in the meal prep, Mr. Big's salsa chicken and yellow rice is done. It doesn't look like much, but man, this is a delicious meal and he really likes it. The pancakes are all done, so we have delicious breakfast for the whole week. There's my breakfast waiting to be eaten. So we are in full swing. Looking good. My salmon is done. That looks really delicious and tempting. I only needed about half of this big bag of bone broth, so I let it thaw out enough to crack it. And half is in the crock pot with the ham and beans, and the other half's going in the freezer for another day. This is the secret ingredient in the ham and beans that I make for Mr. Biggs. You take out 2 of these little pepper guys right here and throw them right in the bottom of the pot, and it seasons it just the way he likes it. My veggies are just gonna hang out in the fridge until it's time to use them. There is the bacon that I cooked this morning, 3 pounds of thick cut bacon, and I am going to roll this bacon and put it in the freezer. That's how I do it when we need 1 piece or 2 pieces. I can just take out 1 piece or 2 pieces at a time and not have to fry up a whole package. Thank you so much for staying until the end of my frugal, gluten-free meal plan and meal prep. I hope you got something out of the video. And remember everybody, life is an adventure, so enjoy your journey. Bye-bye!